Well, if you didn't know it already, it's the busiest shopping weekend of the year with Black Friday wrapping up and Small Business Saturday tomorrow. Good evening. I'm Emily Spain. Tomorrow is the day to shop small, but KOMU8's Zara McDowell is here to explain how small businesses started cashing in today.
Two local shops in Columbia worked together today to make sure Black Friday was successful for small businesses. These Southern Rose and Fleet Feet Sports are two small businesses on the south side of Columbia that took the initiative to make small businesses known on Black Friday. They helped each other gain business by sharing each other's Facebook posts and recommending shoppers head there next. These businesses aren't near the hustle and bustle of mall shoppers, so they used unique ways to get shoppers in their stores.
We're just really trying to work on the South End Columbia businesses. We're working together and trying to get people down here shopping, and so Fleet Feet's been sending people to us and vice versa, and trying to kind of get people to utilize the businesses in this shopping center.
Hopefully you're not tired of shopping just yet. We have two more big shopping days ahead of us. Tomorrow's the day to find all your deals in local and small shops and support your own community. Then there's Cyber Monday for your online shopping. In the studio, Zara McDowell, KOMU8 News.
Customers had trouble cashing in on the Macy's Black Friday deals today. The department store's credit card system was having trouble processing transactions. This caused delays and outages online. Macy's had an error message on its website that said it was temporarily closed for scheduled improvements. One Twitter user took a screenshot of the message and posted it saying Black Friday isn't the best time for maintenance. A 19-year-old is in the hospital with life-threatening injuries after a shooting last night at the Columbia Mall North parking lot. Police say the shooting was an accident and happened as a man tried to holster his gun. There are signs on the mall entrances saying weapons are prohibited. The mall was open until midnight for Black Friday. Police would not release the victim's name. No arrests have been made. Despite the shooting, it was business as usual for Black Friday shoppers at the Columbia Mall. Cars packed the mall's lot to near capacity for most of the day. Many nearby outlets were also crowded as stores that closed late last night reopened this morning. One shopper says he saw a little security at stores he visited, but deal hunters didn't cause many problems.
Biggest thing and problem is as a regular thing, like if people wasn't running out looking and getting slightly confused for a moment, like paying attention to something, and somebody running into them by accident because they back up. Just simple things that happen.
KOMU8 News called Columbia Mall's general manager to ask about security measures it puts in place for Black Friday, but he declined to comment. Protests at a mall in St. Louis forced a lockdown and resulted in the arrest of a state representative. Police officers were at the Galleria Mall around 2 p.m. today. 7 people were arrested, including State Representative Bruce Franks Jr., who has been active in local movements going back to the Ferguson protests. The group at the mall today has been protesting the acquittal of former police officer Jason Stockley, who shot Anthony Lamar Smith. The activists say they don't want any businesses profiting until there is justice. The mall was on lockdown for about an hour and reopened around 3:30 this afternoon. Police say one protester will be charged with assaulting a police officer. When Congress comes back to work next week, it'll be dealing with the fallout from accusations of more women claiming sexual misconduct. This could overshadow a December deadline to prevent a government shutdown. NBC's Edward Lawrence has more on the accusations and apologies.
Another accusation and another apology from Senator Al Franken. As more women claim he grabbed their backside at campaign events, Senator Franken released a new statement saying, "I'm a warm person. I hug people. I've learned from recent stories that in some of those encounters, I crossed a line for some women. And I know that any number is too many."
I think Al Franken does need to speak out. I think discussing this all by press release is not sufficient.
Franken says he has no plans to step down from the Senate as he's facing an ethics investigation. A Democratic colleague in the House, Congressman John Conyers, facing similar problems from now a third woman.
I'd been called to come up, and he was walking around in his underwear, and I was just so shocked.
We don't have the encouragement for those individuals who believe that they have been sexually harassed to come forward and feel comfortable in making that complaint.
The accusations against Republican Congressman Joe Barton took a different turn. He admits a consensual sexual relationship, but adds when he broke it off, the woman threatened to use revenge porn to shame him. That's illegal in Texas, prompting a criminal investigation about how explicit pictures and messages were anonymously posted online. Edward Lawrence, NBC News, Washington.
Lawmakers have until December 8th to come to a compromise on the budget or face a government shutdown. Columbia police confirmed the indictment against a Columbia man is connected to a deadly shooting in May. Earlier this week, Ricky Gurley was indicted by a federal grand jury for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Friends and family of the victim, Cameron Carruthers, say Gurley shot and killed him during an argument. Gurley was not charged for the shooting. He is scheduled to appear in federal court for the gun charge on November 28th. A Columbia man is facing various drugs and weapons charges after police arrested him yesterday morning. Columbia police say they pulled over John Alexander for a broken taillight. Police smelled marijuana and removed him from his car. Alexander told police he was on parole and had a gun. The officers took the gun and found a bag of marijuana in the car. Alexander was arrested and faces several drug and weapon charges. Well, today's windy and dry weather contributed to fires all around the state. The Boone County Fire Protection District says it had a lot of calls for brush fires today. This one is one a resident was burning brush when the fire got out of control. Crews showed up and got the fire back under control in about 30 minutes, but they spent more time putting out hot spots in the nearby woods and brush areas.
When we arrived, we had about 800 feet of fire line. It was moving pretty quickly with the wind picking up that time of day, and crews were able to make a pretty quick access to the fire and used hand crews to put out the fire pretty quickly.
The fire captain advises people to not burn brush on days with windy conditions. Take a look at this. A grass fire took off in southwest Missouri and destroyed 2 homes this afternoon. Our sister station KY3 in Springfield was on scene in Polk County and sent us this photo. 4 fire departments spent hours on this fire, and with that wind just whipping embers around, it started even more fires throughout the afternoon. Well, we also saw record-breaking temperatures today, but is a cool down on its way? Megan's here with a look at your forecast.
Thank you, Emily. Today was record-breaking by 4 degrees. Our high temperature was 74 degrees today, and that is 4 degrees above the record high set back in 1966. Now, we do have a cold front moving through our area currently, and temperatures are going to steadily drop heading into the morning hours to around the 40-degree mark by sunrise. However, that's not going to make a huge impact on our temperatures over the upcoming days. With that cold front right now on our live Doppler first alert radar, we do have a couple of sprinkles. Those are just starting to move into Morgan County, and those are very light sprinkles. We could see a couple more before the night's over. Temperatures out the door right now are right around the 60-degree mark to the north. They have started to dip back into the 50s after that cold front, but down to our south, still 66 degrees at Lake of the Ozarks. Our winds to the north are starting to shift out to the northwest, and those are fairly gusty, still ranging between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Over the upcoming days, we're going to see more above average temperatures around the 60-degree mark for both Saturday and for Sunday. Plenty of sunshine both days. I'll have your full weekend forecast coming up.
Okay, thanks, Megan. A submarine from Argentina is still missing after 9 days. What the U.S. is doing to help the search. And we'll have more information on the deadly attack at an Egyptian mosque from earlier today.
Track storms wherever you are. Download the free KOMU8 Weather and Traffic app for your phone and tablet.
As the season changes, you may start to notice spiders, wasps, and mice trying to enter your home. Now's the time to call us at Steve's Pest Control to stop the fall invasion.
We're going to solve your pest problem. I guarantee it.
Warm up your rooms with hot prices at Slumberland's Thanksgiving sale. A season of color and dazzle. Come together. The pleasure of friends and family. Together. This is a time to fill a house with love. Get up to 64% off and pay no interest till 2022. Slumberland's Thanksgiving sale. Get this reclining sofa for just $9.98 and get the recliner free. Slumberland, it's a good life.
I'm Denise Payne. Being a top realtor is anything but a spectator sport. You've got to be willing to go all in to find that perfect home or make that sale.
Denise really helped me with the ins and outs of getting my loan.
She made us realize what a wonderful realtor can do.
I would put Denise as a 10 plus.
She was there with us every step of the way.
I do whatever it takes to make your dream come true.
Denise Payne, Weikert Realtors. Get results. Get Denise.
Baseboards shouldn't look like that, but cleaning them breaks your back. Introducing Baseboard Buddy, the easy-reach baseboard cleaner. Just walk and glide. Baseboard Buddy cleans for you. The secret is the flex head design that conforms to any baseboard, while the plush fibers grab dust and dirt, buffing the woodwork.
Use dry for anytime cleaning, wet for stubborn spots. Rinses clean. Visit www.baseboardbuddy.com for our exclusive TV offer.
KOMU 8 News and the Target 8 investigative team uncovering the facts.
First Lord in sex trafficking right here at Douglas Park.
The city never contacted Cole.
Tried to collect what he was owed, but what he got was a bill.
Digging for the answers.
I found 13 complaints filed against Verity. Why is he still on payroll?
Trying to avoid spending city money on a lawsuit.
Getting you results.
Months after our first investigation, now the daycare stores are closed.
That's coverage you can count on.
As the season changes, you may start to notice spiders, wasps, and mice trying to enter your home. Now's the time to call us at Steve's Pest Control to stop the fall invasion.
We're going to solve your pest problem. I guarantee it.
The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by the law firm of Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer. We will fight for you.
Tiger fans, come out to the Tiger Quarterback Club weekly luncheon Mondays at 11 a.m. at Hampton Inn and Suites in Columbia. Visit TigerQBClub.com for more information.
Welcome back to KOMU 8 News at 9. It was a very unseasonable Black Friday, but beautiful sunrise today. Temperatures were very warm throughout the day, which did make for some good shopping weather. They warmed up into the 70s, and winds were gusty. You can see it shaking the camera there a little bit, gusting up to 30 miles per hour. Now today, while we were much above average, we were actually 25 degrees above average for this time of year. We're actually 4 degrees above our record set back in 1966. So all in all, it did not feel like a Black Friday. Our low temperatures was a little bit above average as well. And if you take a look at our rainfall totals, those are not quite average as well. We're about 2 inches behind for both the month and for the year. There's not a whole lot of relief in sight, but here's what you need to know for the weekend. We do have a cold front passing through overnight that could bring a couple of sprinkles throughout the area, but mainly just a little bit of cloud cover, which will move out by morning. We will also see above average temperatures even after this cold front. They'll be a little bit cooler today, but still above seasonal for this time of year. We do have a dry forecast as well, so good shopping weather if you're headed out this weekend. Our current winds have started to shift out of the northwest right now. You can see where they're converging just south of Columbia. That is where that cold front is, and that cold front is going to bring us more mild temperatures for both Saturday and for Sunday. However, they'll still be about 10 degrees above average for this time of year. Come Monday, those warmer temperatures are going to lift back out of the south, and we are going to see our warmest day on Monday for next week. After Monday, though, temperatures do cool off just a little bit as a cooler air mass does come more into play, and that will hold for the rest of the work week. But if you take a look, the colder air mass that we would be expecting to drop down more so this time of year is going to stay well to our north up in Canada, not really crossing the border into the United States much either. As we look at our satellite and radar right now, we can see where our cold front is here moving through mid-Missouri. Behind that, we do have high pressure that will keep our skies clear heading through the rest of the weekend. Taking a look closer to home, we do have some cloud cover starting to enter our area, and that will hold around for the rest of the evening, and we could see a couple sprinkles as well. Right now, the majority of that is to the south of Springfield and Interstate 44. On our precipcast, that cloud cover is going to clear out by Saturday morning. Saturday morning will be a sunny one, and we will see sunshine all throughout Saturday day and all throughout the Midwest as well as that high pressure does take full effect. That will continue Saturday night into Sunday as well, and we'll see mostly sunny conditions for Sunday too. Overnight tonight, you can expect a mild low temperature of 42 degrees with clearing skies come the morning hours. Winds will be out of the southwest at 8 to 11 miles per hour. For tomorrow, it is going to be another warm day, but not quite as warm as today. 59 degrees will be the high, and it will be abundantly sunny. Over the next couple of days, we are going to remain above average for this time of year. Temperatures reaching 65 on Monday. That does look to be the warmest day for next week, but after that, temperatures, while they do remain above average, they're going to be more mild, dropping down to the 50-degree mark by later in the week. So overall, this weekend, perfect for some Christmas and holiday shopping.
Yeah, I think we're getting a little spoiled with these 60-degree temperatures. It was so nice outside today.
It was.
Thanks, Megan. An Argentine submarine is still missing 4 days later. New developments in the search and how the U.S. is helping that's coming up.
The classic lines you love.
Yada, yada, yada.
Are you still master of your domain?
Significant shrinkage. The classic moments you'll never forget.
You double dipped the chip. There's anything wrong with that?
I think you forgot my bread.
Nothing for you.
60 Minutes and Vanity Fair just named Seinfeld the greatest sitcom of all time.
I'm out there, Jerry, and I'm loving everything.
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld, weeknights at 9:30 on Mid-Missouri CW.
At Booz & Bark, our warehouse is big. I mean really big, but sometimes you just got to clear it out.
That's right, Tracy. Come to Booz & Bark Flooring and Granite for a warehouse sale that is bigger than big. We're chopping our margins on hardwood flooring, carving the cost of natural stone, polishing prices on ceramic tile, granite countertops, and cabinets. We're cutting our carpeting, lessening our laminate, and devaluing our vinyl. All current stock is reduced.
So come to Booz & Bark Flooring and Granite, where we'll be forking over the great deals. At Booz & Bark's, we're going to floor you.
The KOMU8 News app is brought to you by Huber & Associates, smarter IT solutions for business. Download in the App Store or Google Play.
Peripheral artery disease was starving the blood flow to Julie's foot. Other facilities said that she'd probably wind up with a leg amputation. But the doctors and nurses at Boone Hospital Wound Healing Center wouldn't give up. They're working to save her leg and her quality of life with hyperbaric oxygen.
A sore that won't heal may require expert wound care. Contact Boone Hospital Wound Healing Center.
Thanks to Boone Hospital Wound Center, she's walking on the leg today.
Boone Hospital Wound Healing Center.
Black Friday savings all week long at FFO Home. 60 months, no interest, no money down financing too. Wow. Dual reclining leather sofa, just $7.98. White 5-piece dining group, just $6.98. Assorted ottomans, only $66. Check out our flyer for pages of great furniture buys. Rocker recliner, just $198. Save up to 50% on quality home furnishings. Holiday buys now at FFO Home.
Welcome back. In your world news, at least 235 people were killed when a gunman opened fire and bombed a mosque in Egypt today. The victims were attending a Friday morning prayer when they were shot. Egyptian officials say the gunman bombed the mosque and then fired at worshippers. As of yet, no group has claimed responsibility for the attack, but Egypt has been targeted both by ISIS and Al-Qaeda in the past. Argentina says it is stepping up for the search for a submarine that's been missing in the South Atlantic for 9 days with 44 crew members on board. A U.S. submarine tracking plane has been involved in the search. It's just one of more than a dozen planes and ships from several countries that are participating in the effort. The Argentine Navy says an explosion occurred near the time and place where the sub went missing on November 15th. Family members gathered at the submarine's home port to visit a makeshift tribute on a chain link fence. A youth pastor is accused of killing 3 people in Central Virginia. Police in Chesterfield County say Christopher Gaddis, a youth pastor at Grace Lutheran Church, shot and killed his wife, her adult daughter, and the daughter's boyfriend. Investigators responding to a tripped alarm found the victims at a home last night. There's no word on a motive or what charges Gaddis will face. 2 people are hurt after a shooting at a Houston mall this afternoon. Police say the shooting was reported just after 1 o'clock in the parking lot at Willowbrook Mall. They say 2 people were hurt, including one who was flown to a nearby hospital. The victim's conditions aren't known at this time. Police say there was an altercation before shots were fired and the incident was isolated. So far, no arrests have been made. Police say a deadly shooting at a Florida automotive business today left 1 dead and 2 hurt, including the suspect. Police say when they arrived, they found 3 people inside who'd been shot. Investigators say a man went into the business, fatally shot 1 person, and shot and injured another. No word yet from law enforcement on charges or the conditions of the victims or the suspected gunman. Well, Mizzou finished the regular season with the Battle Line rivalry today. It was a close one. Find out how Drew Lock passed a single-season team and SEC record in Arkansas.
Get the year's best Serta mattress deals during the Serta Black Friday event. Choose the Serta iComfort sleep system and get a free box spring or save up to $1,200 on a Serta adjustable set. Hurry in today.
Visit a participating retailer at America's Mattress and Eldon Furniture Company.
Midway Antique Mall, it's the biggest one of them all. With over 60,000 square feet of space, Let me tell you, brother, you won't believe this place. Bring your daughter, bring your son to I-70 at 121. We're open every day, so come and have a ball at the Midway Antique Mall.
Star Pine says, go green for Christmas. Bring in your artificial tree and get 25% off any real pine tree at our farm. Come and enjoy a Christmas experience. Take a wagon ride through our beautiful plantation and choose a tree or select a pre-cut tree at the barn. At Star Pine's Christmas Tree Farm, you can buy fresh-made wreaths and warm up with a cup of free hot spice cider. Star Pine's Christmas Tree Farm, open Thanksgiving till Christmas every day, 9 a.m. to dark. Take I-70 to Boonville, exit 106, then south on Highway 87 for 5 miles. Watch for our signs.
Get the year's best Serta mattress deals during the Serta Black Friday event. Choose the Serta iComfort sleep system and get a free box spring or save up to $1,200 on a Serta adjustable set. Hurry in today.
Visit a participating retailer at America's Mattress and Eldon Furniture Company.
Closed captioning during KOMU 8 News is brought to you by Machins.com. Shop thousands of vehicles on sale. Now from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
It's hard to imagine that a team that started 1-5 would find itself in a position where Mizzou stood heading into the Battle Line rivalry today. The Tigers rode a 5-game winning streak into Fayetteville and clinched their first bowl game in 3 seasons last week. And Mizzou's final regular season game at Arkansas offered an opportunity to seal its first winning season in that same time frame. Mizzou had not won in Fayetteville coming into today, only a couple games played there. Arkansas off to a quick start with 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. David Williams in the red zone nearly falls but makes it in for a 16-yard touchdown. It's one of 3 he had on the day. Mizzou trailed 21-7 and needed some big plays to get back in. Second quarter, Drew Locke with a strong arm gets the deep pass going, 55 yards to Emmanuel Hall. That's Locke's 39th passing touchdown of the year, which ties Chase Daniels' school record from 2008. And just like Daniels' record, Locke has a similar fashion to this one for Emmanuel Hall. A deep pass, covers more than half the field. Once again, 40 touchdowns ties the SEC record as well with Kentucky's Andre Woodson from 2007. With the first half coming to a close, Mizzou trailing by 7. Locke not only breaks that record, but helps Mizzou even this game up. Albert Okawebanum with the reception. The Tigers led 31-28 going into halftime. And in the fourth quarter, after Arkansas reclaimed the lead a few times, Locke does his magic once again. 24 yards to Jamon Moore, a nice moment for the senior's last regular season game. That puts Mizzou ahead 45-42. Locke's regular season touchdowns ends at 43. Arkansas battles back with a field goal, but with 9 seconds to go, Tucker McCann picks one up on his own, and that's probably the biggest field goal of his year, albeit 19 yards. One more chance for the Razorbacks on the kickoff. Mizzou completes the comeback, 6 straight wins to close out the regular season. Mizzou takes the Battle Line rivalry 48-45. Moments after the game, Arkansas fired head coach Brett Bielema. Mizzou basketball took on an undefeated St. John's team today in day 2 of the Avocare Invitational in Orlando. This follows a convincing 95-58 Thanksgiving victory over Long Beach State. And it was convincing because the team's first game since learning that Michael Porter Jr. would likely miss the rest of the season due to spinal disc surgery. It's a 5th straight start for Kevin Puryear, who's been a good replacement. With some help from around the perimeter, he drains a 3-pointer. Mizzou shot around 52% outside of the arc today. Another player who helps that cause is Jordan Barnett. This is his first 3-pointer of the day. He led the team with 19 points and 9 rebounds. St. John's makes a strong push near the end of the half, though. Shamari Pons helps the Storm cut the deficit to 6. Pons had 18 first-half points. Next half, St. John's puts a little bit of a scare into Mizzou with help from Pons. After taking the lead, Bashir Ahmed with the jumper and the 3. The Red Storm took an 8-point advantage at one point. That's the highest they would hold on the day. However, Mizzou and St. John's went back and forth, tied with under 6 minutes left. Jordan Geist finds Barnett open, and he comes up big with another 3-pointer. The Tigers would hold on to their lead for good from there. Mizzou defeats St. John's 90-82. The Tigers take on the winner of the West Virginia and UCF for the championship on Sunday. Mizzou women's basketball team also involved in a tournament tonight just on the other side of the country. They opened up the Cal Classic with a 73-50 victory against Coppin State. Sophie Cunningham and Sierra Porter both had double-digit points in the win. The Tigers take on UC Berkeley tomorrow at 4 p.m. And that's sports.
And you wonder why you're so tired every night. The best price in town is at Slumberland. Save over $1,000 on this Sealy Queen set, just $5.99. The Thanksgiving mattress sale at Slumberland. It's a good life.
Quick, what's the first thing you think of when you need health care? We want it to be Family Health Center, primary and preventive care for the whole family. Think of us first when you get sick, need an annual checkup, for newborn and pediatric care, chronic disease management, immunizations, or referral to a specialist. We take all major insurance plans and offer discounts for those who qualify. Plan now for good health. Make Family Health Center your first choice for primary care. Now in East Columbia on Broadway Bluffs Drive. Family Health Center, health and care within reach.
Warm up your rooms with hot prices at Slumberland's Thanksgiving sale. Get up to 64% off and pay no interest till 2022. Get this reclining sofa for just $9.98 and get the recliner free. Slumberland, it's a good life.
Now here's a look at what we're following for KOMU8 News at 10. If you're in the market for a new car, there are certain things you should be aware of. Tonight at 10, we'll tell you how to make sure you get your money's worth when you buy a used car. Megan.
It's going to be an above average weekend and sunny as well. Temperatures are going to be right around the 60-degree mark for both Saturday and for Sunday. After that, warmer temperatures do continue. Monday at 65 degrees does look to be the warmest day next week. Other than that, we're still going to be above average, but trending closer to average come Wednesday through Friday. Overall, plenty of sunshine.
Beautiful day here, an exciting day down in Arkansas.
They needed that win. That's a good way to end the regular season and go into the bowl game with a victory. 6-game winning streak.
Yeah, and you were talking a little bit earlier about how this could maybe impact where we get placed in our bowl.
Exactly, and you never know where Mizzou could end up. He could end up a bunch of different destinations, but it helps our cause for sure.
Absolutely. Have a good night.